Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be going over some pretty ridiculous mechanics between Saryn and Mag that essentially allow you to kill any enemy regardless of level and regardless if they have armor or not, assuming they're able to be ragdolled. So 95% of the enemies in the game are going to die to this. Anyways, I was not the initial person to find the whole ragdoll and its weird combinations that you can do with certain Warframe abilities. I first heard about it on Zelp's channel, and he has a great video about it, so I will leave a link to his channel in the description. You can go check it out there. However, I was the first person, as far as I know, to find out this specific combination between Saryn and Mag. I know on Zelp's video, when he was talking about it, he was trying to do the same with Saryn and Nezha. However, it wasn't as very consistent with him, so it couldn't really be used as a viable strategy in a mission to go very far. However, with Saryn and Mag, you can essentially go however far you want, and it's much quicker than the 2 Equinox strategy that I have in my ODD defense. Essentially, each wave when I was doing the 2 Equinox main trading, it was taking about 2 minutes per wave towards the end there. However, it's consistently about 60 to 70 seconds per wave. So, I mean, nearly twice as fast. Not only that, but as you can see in this gameplay right here, we're at wave 174, and we're only using 3 frames as opposed to the 4, and we don't even have anyone protecting the pod, really. The only thing that's protecting the pod is just the rate at which we're killing the enemies and the mag's CC from Crush. So, really quick rundown of how this works is, essentially we have 2 Saryns, each one is just spamming spores as fast as they can on their molts. However, this is really going to reduce your frame rate, and essentially the better if you're on PC and you have a really nice PC, this is going to be a lot easier for you, and you're going to go through waves even faster than I was able to on PS4 because you're not going to have any frame drops. But essentially we have 2 Saryns spamming spores as fast as they can on their molts with max range, efficiency, natural talent on there. And then we have a mag with max range and natural talent, and essentially all that mag is doing is crushing. There's this very small window of time in which you can actually stack the spores on the enemies while they're ragdolled in the air, and the mag is essentially just increasing that ragdoll time with her crush. Now, when you have 2 Saryns, it is only increasing the probability that you're going to get one of those viral stacks while you have an enemy up in the air in crush. So it makes it very consistent, and it's very easy to go through waves very quickly. Anyways, the easiest way to actually see what's going on here is to use Ash and his shuriken as opposed to Saryn and her spores. It just makes the timing a lot easier, and it's a much better visual as opposed to using Saryn and her spores. The only disadvantage that shuriken has is that you can't insta-kill enemies regardless of level. It's gonna cap somewhere around 120 or so. I mean, it is dependent on your frame rate, but essentially, all you got to do is use an Ash with Shuriken, and then you have to have a Sonic Core. Sonic Core mods don't really matter. I'm just going to use this configuration. You can use whatever you want. Even if you can even have your Sonic Core modded. As long as it ragdolls the enemy, then you're all set. So let's spawn in one one Bombard, sorry, at level 125. Go ahead and spawn him in. Essentially, all you got to do is ragdoll the enemy, and then cast Shuriken, and then there you can see I killed him in just 1 Shuriken cast. And we can replicate this and do this again. I can come back up here, spawn another guy in, and if I'm lucky, I should get the same effect. It's all just down to timing, essentially. And there you go, I got it again. So this is what, the same thing is happening with Saryn and her spores, but it seems as though her spores are stacking, so it's almost as if the viral procs are stacking. Again, I don't exactly know what's going on and why it's killing them, but my best guess is that the actual viral procs are stacking. And they could be stacking in such a manner that the game is just taking 100% of their health, cutting into 50%, and then cutting another 50% of the initial health. So as soon as you stack 2 viral procs, then they're dead. But then again, I don't really know. So don't quote me on that one. Also, before I end the video, I'd like to point out that this is pretty much an exploit. It definitely was not intended to work the way that it currently does by the developers. So I decided against using the strategy to go and do the world record, because at that point it's not even really legit. you're not using a real strategy to go ahead and do it. You're just kind of exploiting the game and then just going as far as you can. So, I mean, this is more just if you want to go really far and have make it really easy and have fun while doing it with your friends, then you can go ahead and try this strategy out. It's pretty cool, but for the most part, that's essentially it. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.